Hi guys, I want to show you how to create the new test. This is the test plan we have been using for OpenStack.org. Here I will create a new, thread group, but I think that the easiest way to do this is to just duplicate an existing thread group. And let's give it here a representative name, let's say new feature X, whatever. Here you have the parameters to configure the number of users, loop count, etc. Sebastian is already familiar with this. Let's also adjust this recording controller, new feature. And then we have a set of requests. Here we have an interesting point. If we want to, if this new feature requires login, then we will keep this first request. You can see that each of these is a request that is performed by the application, by jmeter. So if this new feature requires a login, we will keep these first requests, and we will delete everything after the login, except the synchronizing timer. The synchronizing timer will ensure that all the requests are executed in order. I already talked about this with Sebastian. So the next step is add the requests that are specific to the new feature we want to test. So for that, we will use a proxy, and we will browse the new feature, and we will have this proxy to capture the traffic. So we will be able to extract those requests and make them part of the test. So for that, I will create here a test script recorder. I will say that I want to capture traffic going to OpenStack.org. I will add a filter. I don't want to capture those requests related to some static resources. And I will also add a listener here. And finally, I will say that I want to capture requests and put them under this controller, right? This way, every capture request will be located here. So I think we are done with this. So let's start. This is starting a proxy, and I will have to adjust my browser configuration to go through that proxy, localhost 8080, that is where jmeter is listening. And now I will browse openstack.org. So as you can see, we are browsing now OpenStack, and we can see jmeter is capturing the traffic. Look, these are all the requests that were made by my browser, but most of them are related to static resources. As you can see, these are the requests that are not related to static resources. We will then review them, but let's continue with the recording. So here we go. Well, this will be enough. This is my profile page. So let's modify something here, like, for example, I could add here my LinkedIn profile. Let me search for it. I'm not sure how it is. This is my profile. So let's put my profile here, and let's save this. Is there where is the save button? I don't see it. Resign, change to community member. I don't see. Oh, save. Okay, so let's go to jmeter. Let's suppose that that was enough for our test. So first of all, let's stop the proxy, and then we can come to the feature and see all the requests. Then we should analyze here what the requests we want to be part of the test. So I know this first part is the login. So this, you can see that our this other request belongs to the search and some other stuff. I don't want that. I just want to keep those requests related to my profile update. So I will remove all this, and I will keep these 3 requests that are related to my profile update. And here you can see this first request is requesting the profile page, is a get. Then I have the profile, and here is where I put my information. You can see first name, source name, and around here should be the LinkedIn profile. That is the field that I wrote. And this is a post request, right? So in this case, depending the kind of test I want to do, maybe I want to put this information here, or maybe I want to, I don't know, maybe get some information from a previous request and put it here. So for those cases, for example, I could add this request and say add a post processor and use an XPath structure. So this will allow me to write an XPath query to get information from the page. I could store that in a variable, for example, my bar1, and then in next request I could use that value here, for example, my bar1, right? This is very common when you have to follow some flows, right? For example, it happens all the time with the login. After you log in, you need to get the cookie and start sending this cookie on every request, right? You can see I'm sending the cookie on every request. Well, this is all. I don't know. Now the test is recorded. These are the requests, and now the next step is just configure how many users you want, and you can run it. There's no more magic there. The interesting thing, or a complex thing, is to review the request and adjust them to do exactly what you want to do. Consider that if you want to run this with several users at the same time, it's possible that you have to perform some statements in the requests because you need to avoid some duplicated information. I don't know. That will depend on the particular feature, right? Well, I hope this helped you.